Just who were they? They already know too much about Soul Sanctum. Things that even the elders have failed don't. And what were they saying about the elements? The elements of alchemy: earth, water, fire, and wind. They plan to set them into motion? Question mark? And the 4 elemental stars are the key? How puzzling. These are things even I, a trained alchemy sage, do not know. What's up, Krenden? Ah! Oh, Isaac. You look like something's bothering you. Me? Ah, well... It's those two, isn't it? Satyros and Minardi were their names, right? Are they still out there? They're very persistent. Did they want something from you, Krenden? That seems to be the case. Seems to be? Mount Elf and Soul Sanctum. They spoke as if they'd seen them with their own eyes. Isn't that strange? Yes. Yes, you can't enter Mount Elf without a very good reason. And if they entered secretly, then they might be thieves. Duh. We have to go tell the High Elders and the villagers. Wait, everyone! I still don't know how accurate the things they said were. We can do nothing until we confirm what they told me. Then what should we do? Well, we go to confirm it, obviously. Do you mean we should go into Soul Sanctum ourselves? Isn't that impossible? Why would it be? And Krenden is getting hype. Just because climbing Mount Elf is forbidden? Well, I mean, that doesn't make it impossible. No. That's right. We're just going to see if they've been to Mount Elf. That's it. We'll be fine if they don't see us, right? Yep. Right, we won't be doing anything bad up there. This will just be our little secret, okay? You got it, girl. Then it's decided. We'll make you the leader, okay, Isaac? Yes, the man of hype. There are some dangerous places between Mount Elf and Soul Sanctum, but you can handle it, right, Isaac? You're more cautious than Garrett is, Isaac, so you'll be fine. You don't have to be so blunt. Did it say cautious, or what did that say? I must have read that wrong. Garrett seems a bit mad that she was so upfront about it, or whatever it was. He must be on his, period. This is our best bet. Alright, let's go. You got it, old man. Let's do this shit. So yeah, this is where the story kind of picks up and actually starts. I mean, the story actually started with some pretty heavy shit earlier, but this is when it actually gets, You're not planning on sneaking up to Mount Elf, are you? No? Well, I'll overlook it this time. But I've got my eye on you, Isaac. Run! Fuck that guy, YOLO! Soul entrance. It's like that guy from Good. You are now entering the butthole of Soul. The Guilty Gear character. This is the entrance to Soul Sanctum. This is your first time here, right? This is your first time here, right? Yeah. It's an important relic of our past. Take a good look at it. Gotcha. Okay, so another reason why this game is so good is because it's got dungeons that are kind of designed around the way Zelda works, in the sense that, you know, you complete puzzles to get further in the dungeon, and eventually at some point you complete the dungeon by completing puzzles and fighting monsters and other stuff. So that's another reason this game is so good, because it's chock full of awesome puzzles that don't really... And wild mushrooms appear. So, just to kind of segue horribly into another great tidbit, another reason why this game is so godlike is because in Pokemon, right, in team battles, you know, you have two Pokemon that attack the same Pokemon, but the Pokemon dies. The Pokemon that you attack dies when the first Pokemon attacked it, and then your second Pokemon that attacked the same Pokemon that died automatically attacks the one beside it. However, that is not the case in this video game, which is where all the strategy comes from. Well, not all of it, just a good 10% of it. Because, like I said, they do not automatically target when one dies. So, for example, just to show it off. So that one's dead, and Garrett won't attack because he didn't target the right one. He'll just sit there and defend. So, with that said, you really gotta plan out your attacks. See, I meant to attack that with Isaac because I didn't think it was gonna die, but it died early. Therefore, Isaac didn't attack. So, which way are we going here? I think I'm going the right way. Well, that's part of the strategy when it comes to this game. There's way more strategy involved, but we haven't quite unlocked the ability to do those things yet. There's synergy too, which is basically your magic, your black magic and your white magic of the video game. That goes more in depth as you go along, like way more in depth. That after this dungeon, because you'll see. But this bat is dead. I'm gonna try to fight all the wild encounters I can because we're gonna need all the experience we can get. So, with that said, I'm going to try to figure out this puzzle to the best. Damn it! No, that's not right. Early on, the puzzles amount to absolutely fuck all, but later on, the puzzles do get a bit tougher. Not tough to the point of mind-bending confusion and frustration, but vermin. So Isaac only has Cure right now, but Flare, and Jenna also has Flare. So I really love the way the battle scenes look in this video game. Even if it's just a Game Boy Advance game, it looks so good. Oh, I guess there's nothing here. Oh, and if you press your A button, you can open up the menu, which allows you to use Cure and shit like that. But for now, we're just gonna... What? Okay. We're just gonna go and get over here, I think is what it is. Alright. Early on, there's really nothing to talk about in terms of battle strategy, because you're really just battling wild encounters and stuff. But later on, it gets to the point where there's just endless possibilities. And I wish I could say that for Final Fantasy and whatnot, but this is way different. It looks like it's a lot of the same stuff. However, that's just not true. Oh, I went down the wrong path. We want to go down the middle one, like that. We got a small jewel. We're gonna need this for just a second. Alright, so... Oh damn, 20 damage, alright. Okay. Oh, I got herb, sweet. Herb, same difference, people. I mean, come on. Oh yeah, you have to select the item that's in your inventory, so you want to select the small jewel, use, there we go. Something moved. You hear sound of the shifting stone. Let's go see what it was. I could go on and on for hours about why this game is so godlike, but does the main character Isaac remind you of anybody? Maybe somebody from Dragon Ball Z? Maybe a guy with a blue-haired mother who can teleport through time whenever the hell he wants. I don't really know how to. It's Trunks, okay? Trunks from Dragon Ball Z. He looks exactly like Trunks. Well, not exactly, but it's uncanny. I'm almost dead. I gotta be more careful. Ow, holy shit. This is gonna be dangerous! Attack it! Okay, it's dead, thank god. And now Isaac is a level 2 Squire. Mastered Squire's Quake. So... Well, I'm just gonna use Cure to heal everybody up. And let's continue. So, what's going on, Krenden? Right, got it. Right. So, question. Hang on. There's text. What's wrong, Krenden? Lay down. Dog, lay down. Lay down. Stay. Those two said there was a hidden passage leading deeper into the sanctum. I've come here many times, and I've always thought it looked strange. I had always imagined Soul Sanctum would look different somehow. What do you mean? Soul Sanctum was built in honor of the sun. Praise the sun! There ought to be something here to reflect that. I was always puzzled why there wasn't. If there's a hidden passage, then maybe it leads to... Well, let's see if we can find it. I think he's serious. Should we help him, Isaac? Yeah, sure, why not? But it's too dangerous for us to split up. We should stay together. What was I gonna say? Shit! Krenden was talking and I forgot. Damn it. Alright. So, whenever you see these dotted white lines across the floor, you can either push or pull objects. We're gonna go push the other one. We're gonna go through this one just for the lulz. Just check the other one before we go down that path. Okay, there's nothing in here. Sierra, lay down. Shoutouts to my dog Sierra, and shoutouts to my other dog Molly. They're not my dogs, they're my grandparents' dogs. But I live with my grandparents, by the way. And a slime appeared. So slimes are heavy on the magical defensive side, if I'm not mistaken. They take a lot of damage to fire. Just like Pokemon, there's elemental weaknesses and strengths. You know you hit somebody with the proper with the proper element when the damage gets ramped up and you hear this kind of like Pokemon. But we're gonna show off Quake. This is what Quake does, and we're just gonna flare everything. Flare. Obviously, Jenna's a mage, so her attacks are... Garrett is a level 2 guard. Obviously, Jenna's the mage, so her attacks are going to do a lot more damage. And Jenna is now a level 2 flame user. That's kind of generic, or should I say specific? Sorry. So we're going to go this way. Our slime appeared once again. We're just going to attack the shit out of it. 11, 13, dead. And there's a stone. Small jewel, we're going to need that later. And now we have a mushroom, a bat, and 2 slimes. So we're just going to Quake. Actually, see those white lines beside the yellow dot? That displays how many enemies you can attack with the one attack. So, if you were smart, you would spread out your attacks to some effect of this. And just kind of spread it all out. Like this, to get the most damage out of your strikes. And just attack the mushroom to death. So, I honestly get lost in this part every single time I do it. So, let me go down here. More statues. It doesn't look like they were. Doesn't look like that we can reach them from here. Perhaps synergy is the key. Isaac, try to use your synergy. Gotcha. So we're just gonna move every single... You just hit your A button, go to synergy, and click the move. And basically when that's out, you click left or right to move it left or right, depending on what direction the dotted lines indicate. Yeah, you can move it. So I have the small jewel from earlier, so we're just going to use that. Excuse me. I just not farted, I just burped. So, we're just going to continue to move these until something special happens. Actually, let's go all the way to the back. Oops, no! Don't do that! Retreat is basically your free escape rope, for the most part. We're gonna go in here. And ghosts, I think, take less damage from physical attacks and more damage to elemental attacks. 8, 13... Yeah, okay. Yeah, they take more damage to magic than they do to physical, obviously. That makes sense. So, we're just gonna run around. Okay, this is where it gets interesting.